locations. They're both the same entity, but the one it's called Market Street. The one on Market Street is where the animals are when they're not ready to be adopted yet. So they're getting spayed and neutered still, things like that. So we have 7 dogs there and 4 cats. And then at the location where they're up for adoption, I believe there's 32 available right now. Currently it's Jane, who's the adoption coordinator, Jess, who is the humane agent. They've been both alternating. And then the others that are on staff, they're kind of just rallying together to make the schedule work as much as they're able to. Okay, yeah, I would say, like you said, getting the word out about the animals that are needing adopted to get them obviously healthy, happy homes. It's always the number one. We have a list on our Amazon wish list site that shows the different food that we eat for the animals. I mean, and it's ridiculous to say, but for a nonprofit, at the end of the day, the most important thing is going to be funding to kind of get things where we need them to be. It was literally the Friday before everything started shutting down was when we had our annual fur ball. So it was on the 6th of this month.
I did see that. I was wondering
when you finally feel like you're getting ahead, and then it's just kind of you're shut down again.
I did see that was on the 6th, and I was wondering if you guys squeezed that in. I want to say also that I recognize too that this is really this is the type of thing that kind of wrings us out emotionally, and I
oh my gosh,
I can see you're wearing this on your sleeve. What's going on with you as you're thinking about this and what you need to do, and so emotionally, what are you going through?
So I asked, I'm a realist, so I kind of want to know best case scenario, worst case scenario, like what could happen. And I kind of didn't let her tell me worst case because I happened to see there's another county, it's called Lorain. They have a humane agency in Northeast Ohio, and I saw a lot of their animals are on track to be potentially put to sleep. Sorry. And that just kills me because, I mean, anyone who's a volunteer on staff with these animals. I mean, I have a dog at home, but these dogs become your dogs too. So anytime they get adopted, it's such a bittersweet thing because I'm like, well, I'm not going to see them anymore, but they're home now. So it's terrifying to think what could happen if we didn't exist. Those staff members, they work their butts off. The difference between like a pound and a humane agency, the pound's job is to keep the public safe from animals. Humane agents' jobs are to keep animals safe from people. So, I mean, we've taken in so many cases lately. It's people abusing animals. It's animals malnourished, animals neglected, animals left outside. We have a 12-year-old dog that we brought in this past fall. She was 12 years old, on a leash her whole life, and they found her outside with 3 puppies. A 12-year-old dog should not be having puppies. So she's in our care. She is the best dog. But it's just dogs like her, like they deserve a chance, and we're doing everything we can to give that to them. I'm actually very happy to have my family. So when we come home, it's kind of like, everyone's in it together at least. Yeah. And just, it's nice to see the community coming together for other people. I just want to make sure people come together for the animals too.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I mean, that's such a hard one because it changes constantly, I guess, too, with what comes in. But I mean, keeping the animals fed, and that's another problem. When you have things like this that happen, you're going to see higher intake of dogs because people are turning dogs over because they can't pay for them because they have to pay for other things. And there's a lot of resources out there. I've seen so many different posts. Animal charities themselves have gone and dropped food off to people who need them for animals. So I'd say food during this time, and to make sure people know you don't have to give your dog up. There's people that want to help them because giving them up is just going to cause bigger problems for everyone in the end of it.
Right.
We're using, I started a GoFundMe about a month and a half ago as well. So we do have that going, and we can definitely share. I mean, we've had some incredible moving heart heartwarming stories lately. My friend Kristen and I started, there's this other organization. It's called 3 Wishes for Seniors. Kristen's dad works in the healthcare industry, and it's how nursing homes are also a really forgotten sector of our population. So Kristen and I started taking senior dogs to senior homes to visit every week. And actually one of the nursing homes has adopted one of the senior dogs, and it now lives at their facility. So we've had some really great things come out. It's just kind of getting more of those.
Yeah, for sure. I did want to ask you, since you mentioned too the people that are abandoning, have you had in the last couple of weeks, have you had any animals at your doorstep in the morning when you get there?
We've had people call about help for animals so far. We haven't had a lot of people come to surrender dogs.
That's good.
We work closely with the pound with some things as well. And I know that in the past week, they've had about 10 owner surrenders, which is devastating.
Yeah.
And something, like I said, we're all trying to prevent. Like, we want the animals to live at home with you. Let us get you the resources, because it'll be cheaper in the long run for everyone to have the dogs where they are. Right. And then the dog's not sitting in a shelter and kind of trying to figure things out.
Yeah. You know, stay safe, hang in there, keep on focus. I know you seem to be the type of person, if you're doing something useful, it tends to be the elixir of what ails us, right?
Trying to stay as positive as we can. Always try to see the silver lining.
Being a helper.
Yeah.
So it's nice to meet another helper. Thank you so much for having Angela reach out, and I'm glad that we begin this process. So on to next.
Definitely.
Let's get it done. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
With the virus at hand, and the uncertainty of what will happen to our animal friends while we wait for this to pass, I truly hope that I can still make a difference by reaching out to you individually and finding out how you are in most need of as we hunker down and see this through.
Hey everybody, Marshall here with I Heart Dogs. We are in crazy times right now, and shelters and rescues need more help than ever. We're mobile, we're activating people, we're excited to partner with people like Jason at Leave It for the Pooch. This young man is doing amazing things for shelters and rescues. At only 13, he's inspiring me, my team, and a lot of people in the country, and we're excited to partner with him. World Animal Awareness Society and Jason at Leave It for the Pooch. You guys are amazing, and we're excited to partner with them at I Heart Dogs to change the world and really meet needs in the time like today.
Thanks, Jason and Marshall. In regards to Jason's request, please reply with responses as to what you personally are doing with animals, if you're shelters, rescues, what's happening out in the field, what you need. We're all here to try to help you and bring resources to you.
Dad, I hear you recording for the World Awareness Society. What is that?
Yeah, you mean World Animal Awareness Society? Well, I'm a volunteer with the World Animal Awareness Society, Emerson. I volunteer my voice for use in animal rescue videos. And I don't know if you know this, but everyone at the World Animal Awareness Society is a volunteer.
But what do they do?
They're award-winning volunteer filmmakers who have interacted with 2,200 animal welfare nonprofits, including Maddies Fund and Austin Pets Alive, providing information-rich content to more than 45 countries in the last 10 years.
Dad, what's that mean?
Okay, how about this? They make short movies about animals that are in peril, that are hurting, in bad shape or dying, or homeless in the streets. They film rescuers doing heroic work so they can focus on saving lives. The World Animal Awareness Society posts the rescue videos on social media, and then they're broadcast on TV, sharing the heroic stories with people all over the world so they can understand what's really going on.
Cool. I like animals. How do you start volunteering?
Well, I met their director through social media and saw the work that they were doing and knew that I could help their cause. So I asked if I could volunteer. I am very fortunate to have really great jobs providing the voice to so many shows that I believe it's important to give back. Since I've been volunteering with the World Animal Awareness Society, they have created the 7th most influential YouTube channel for dog rescue lovers in the world, WA2S Films.
That's so cool. Hey, Dad, nice job. Do you think I could volunteer too?
You already are, Em. You already are.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.
Yep, that'll do, Emerson. That'll do.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.